Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on BABA on August the 2nd, when the price of this asset was at $77.01, and my main assumption at this very point was that we might see a lower price action, and that is why we have to put our stop loss order on a green territory, at least 1% above your entry price, and in this case, in a matter of just 5 sessions, you could have up to 1%, and it is not the worst outcome, especially if you put it into the perspective that you will not lose any money at all. And guys, take a look right here. We are on the price of about $78.48 right now, and when I made my previous video, we were at this point. Then, right after I published the video, we had movement to the downside. Then we bounced back and we broke on the pre-market hours on a Monday session. We broke the range of support and we hit the stop loss order. This means you potentially could book your profit of up to 1% or even higher, depending on your exit point. But according to my forecast, you can have at least 1% of profit. And guys, take a look on its price action. This movement to the downside was quite substantial, but it was bought back immediately. And if I switch to daily time frame, you can see that this candle is extremely bullish. Let me show you right here. It has a quite high body, and it has substantial volume during this movement. This means not so many people want to sell these shares at this very moment, and the reason of this movement to the downside was definitely the so-called cancellation of carry trades, cancellation of Japan carry trades. But for now, market bounced up again, and we are hovering at $77.48, and on the pre-market hours we are up by almost 1%. And guys, this is another evidence how powerful technical analysis is. Despite the turmoil in the markets, you could consistently book some profits, or you can make even more money if you are quite familiar with the technical analysis. And by the way, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. On top of that, for the first 100 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. I will do a technical analysis based on your request on any asset that you might find. On top of that, guys, and it is the most lucrative offer, for now there is not so many people inside the Discord group. That is why almost 100% of my time will be dedicated to you. And it is pretty much one-on-one training for the value of $450 a month, but for the fraction of this cost, for just $35 a month. And I think it is quite a fair deal.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and again, if we take a look on its price action, and if I zoom out, you can see that even with this breakout below the previous bottom, let me switch to 2 hours time frame, even with this breakout below this bottom, we didn't break its major bottom at this point, and this means technically we are still bullish for at least 1 month. But I have to admit that this movement is pretty much sideways, and despite the fact that I caught a lot of its movement from the end of June till present day, we have to be cautious, and in my technical analysis I will show you what I'm talking about. But for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, let me show you this sentiment from the Google search results. If you type in Google search bar BABA stock and switch to news tab folder, you will see several recent news. And one of them is quite interesting, and I have to say that Alibaba to release quarterly earnings on Thursday, and it will take place, let me show you, on Thursday, August 15, right before the bell. And as you can see, they estimate earnings per share at the level of $2.063 with a revenue of about $34.186 billion. But guys, take a look right here. If you click on more financials, switch to statements, you can see that their total revenue is pretty much flat. They have quite They have quite equal numbers, slightly above $30 billion all the way up to $36 billion in Q3 of 2023. But their net income is not dissimilar. As you can see, previously they had up to $6 billion, $3.44 billion, $4.89 billion, $3.82 billion, but then $2 billion, and even in Q4 of 2023, they had $454.91 million. It is decreased quarter on quarter by 86.76%. So guys, I have to admit that the fundamentals of this company, according to this data, is not the best for at least 2 quarters. But guys, if you take a look on its major price action and on its major fundamental news, you will see that potentially the dark times for Alibaba comes to its end. And if it is the case, we have to see a trend reversal. And if you take a look on its price action on a weekly time frame, you can see that Alibaba is scratching the bottom on its right around its lowest point of about $60, slightly below this bottom, and we are pretty much moving sideways for the entire year. We are in quite tight channel, not more than 33%, and that is why, guys, to see its major to see its next trend, we have to break its previous swing highs or swing lows. And to be honest, I don't think that this asset might go lower, because we don't have a lot of dilution on the number of shares. We can see an improvements in their financials, and we can see that the business itself is quite stable. But at the same time, guys, the price, the share price is at the level of somewhere in the middle of June of 2016. And this means definitely from the fundamental standpoint, most likely we have to see the movement to the upside in share price, then the movement to the downside. And to prove this theory, guys, let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. Let's switch again to hourly time frame and turn on all the tools. Let me show you that right now we are still in sideways movement, and I have to say that as long as 2 major pivot points hold, this one at 73.51, the lowest price for this asset that was set this Monday, and this bottom, we have to see the breakout above its previous swing highs at about $80 and $81.3. If it happens, we will establish new medium-term higher highs and higher lows, and then the next range of resistance that should be broken will be this one, $90.5. And I have to admit that if you have enough risk tolerance, you can accumulate your position if this asset goes to the downside. Your invalidation, first invalidation point will be this bottom, and second invalidation point will be this one. And I don't encourage you to enter your long position with a lump sum, because in this case your stop loss order will be quite substantial at about 7% of downside potential. But if you accumulate your position by dollar cost averaging, you will have let's say about $76 of average price, and in this case your downside will be not more than 4%. But the upside for the first price target will be up to 7%, and for the second price target up to 19%. This means almost 6-to-1 risk to reward ratio with the proper dollar cost averaging policy. And definitely this might be quite lucrative trade, but it has quite substantial amount of risks. That is why, guys, if you have a quite good risk tolerance, you can use this trade. Otherwise, please stay aside until the market rebuilds itself. And when I see a stronger trend to the upside or to the downside, I will do another update and I will show you what should we expect next. But guys, take a look on its earnings report as well, and we have not more than 7 days till its release, and that is why we might see quite substantial price action around the earnings report, and then we will have another chance to re-evaluate the entire structure. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna